right, we had a little technical hiccup, so we should be good to go now. Okay. Yeah, for some reason my screen decided it was not gonna not gonna share. I run a two machine setup, so because I had an extra machine from when we were doing the Warhammer uh, streams over at the shop. Um, Actually, we had multiple extra machines because it was quite an intensive process. But so I brought my other shop machine home, and I'm using that to dual stream through, so it doesn't affect my computer, and everything goes out over that. So, all right, everybody, Rogue Trader 40k, new game. I have played quite a bit of this. Main story, yeah, there isn't. So there is an expansion coming out in September. So we'll definitely be playing the shit out of that. Difficulty normal. Yeah. Continue. All right. We want to do a custom character. All right. Appearance.
My tactics are flawless.
What should we end up doing? I mean, ideally, the rogue trader should kind of be. Let's see. Do we have a bald guy with a beard? Don't think there was. We'll do that cat. He looks, yeah, yeah, because he got a really. What do you look like? Nah. I mean, that guy does have an amazing mustache and a commissar hat. Let's go with him. That looks just fine. Should we give him some head augmentations? Should we give him the Aquila in his forehead? Nah, we'll just keep him like that. Actually, we'll go like that. There we go. That way he matches his thing. Voice. Not a female.
New challenge for me. The Emperor gave me a vision.
No.
2 arms!
Probably. Heretic.
Let chaos paint the stars red.
Nah.
Time to reap the spoils of the battle.
Yeah. Probably a pragmatic male. All right. Homeworld. So, probably not a death world. Not a Voidborn. Not a Hive world. Not a Forge world. Humanity's Finest. What is that? That is an out of 10 bonus. I think we want to go Imperial world. Another character. Okay. Ready to serve. Better to die for the Emperor. No heresy. No heresy. What kind of guy should we make? Do we want to make a leader? Ready to serve. No heresy against Xenos and Demonic. Doing my part. Stronger together. Let's see what we want to do. Not strength, not toughness, not agility, not intelligence. Willpower, probably fellowship. Origin, Astra Militarum Commander. Ballistic skill and perception. A commissar. Weapon skill and fellowship. Crime Lord. Navy officer. A noble. We could be a noble. Dude, we could be a psyker. No, we get other psychers. We could be a noble. You serve me. Let's their servant. Basically, we'll be doing that with Albrod, I think his name is. Our main boy. Yeah, what's Commissar give? Weapon skill and fellowship. At all costs. What's that? You know, we could have been a Commissar. You'd be a little Cyphus Cain type. Let's go noble. Triumph. Apex of Brilliance. Commerce is probably good, since we'll be running a rogue trader ship. Probably commerce. Darkest Hour. Lore Imperium. We just won't know as much about the warp. We'll find other people that know that. Archetype. So an officer. Can then go into a master tactician, a grand strategist, an exemplar. Bring it down. We tell our guys to bring it down. Yeah, we'll be an officer. All right, we got 30 points. So intelligence. Non-burst rage attacks. Also affects Lore Imperium, Lore Warp, Lore Xenos, Logic, Medicae, and Tech use skills. Fellowship. Persuasion, Coercion, and... yeah. All right. Yeah, commerce and persuasion. Okay, so we can add 10 there. We can add 10 there. We can add 10 there. See what perception does. Yeah, I think so. We'll be a sniper boy. Yeah, we'll be a sniper with fellowship because we're... well, I mean, we are a rogue trader. We're like just a better version of like Han Solo. All right, we want a sword class frigate, a falchion class frigate, or a firestorm class frigate. Which do we want? And I love the big eagle on the top. I mean, that is just the classic. I mean, it's classic sword class frigate from 40k. Falchion class frigate's pretty cool. I do like the way that looks. It's not quite as cathedral-y. And what should we name it? Edit. Should we name it something really heretical? The Furious Abyss. We could go super heretical with it. I am a Death Guard Nurgle fanboy. So we could go, but I worry that Typh's ship might end up in it, in the game at some point. Furious Abyss. We could go. Oh no, I know what we'll go with. The Eisenstein. They found it. Give it back to us. All right, so let's make sure everything we got. Appearance. Home world. Humanity's finest. I think Imperial world, because that let us pick 10 in Fellowship. Hive world. Now Imperial world. Yeah, and Fellowship. Origin Noble. Our greatest triumph we'll do with Commerce. Our darkest hour we'll lose Warp. We'll be an officer. There's our characteristics. Great. Coercion and Commerce are real high. I think all of our other buddies will be able to do all this other stuff really well. And we're a Falcon class frigate called the Eisenstein. Did it let us get a name? Result. Oh. Ignatius? Holy shit. So we named it the Eisenstein, and we got Ignatius. Are we Ignatius Grulgor? No. We'll go with Warbird. Which is hilarious that it gave us Ignatius. That is fucking awesome. All right, apply that. Apply. All right, here we go. Oh, shit. I didn't record. I'm going to start it now. Starting recording. So this is the first in our Rogue Trader game. This is what we'll be doing late night when we decide to do this. So we are a commissar. Or no, we're not a commissar. We are a noble from an imperial world. And so this is our first playthrough. Well, it's not my first playthrough, but it's gonna be our first stream playthrough. Press any key. All right, here we go. Let's see if they've added any more in the way of... We will let these cutscenes play, though. Because they're super cool. Doesn't quite capture a void ship as well as... the Skaventide, Darktide. And I don't think it... Oh, here we go.
An excellent place for contemplation. One
Turn this up
has
a little
the
bit.
best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
All right.
My apologies. I did not seek you out to pester you with unwanted attention. Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad
My name is
Voltaire,
Humpty.
Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencias. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before. My deepest respects to you, Your Grace. A noble of the Imperium. It's been a long time since Providence last brought such eminent guests aboard this vessel.
If any of you have any questions about 40k, either gameplay, for the tabletop game, the lore, 40k is what I do, basically professionally. So I run tournaments. I run very big tournaments. I absolutely love 40k. I'm pretty goddamn good at the game. I am, by all accounts, one of the best competitive painters in the world. that actually plays. So I absolutely adore 40k. So you guys, any questions you have, just go ahead and ask. And if while we're playing this, you guys want to talk about anything 40k related, rules, changes, anything, just ask.
I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this void ship, your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencias, and carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with her ladyship. Bear it with honor.
What do we want to go with? Lord Captain, a strange child for Lord Theodora? No, we would know that. Why I'm aboard this vessel, why I've been brought here. You have a curious title, what are your responsibilities? Tell me about the one whose ship I have found myself. You say I'm one of the rogue traders' heirs, so there's another candidate.
There is. And you will meet him soon enough.
Okay. I assume you had some goal when you decided to seek me out.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. The Lord Captain and Master Edelthrad von Valencias are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
Yes, let us. Rotator Theodora Van Valancis desires to personally meet with the person recently bought aboard a flagship. A storm is brewing over the... Okay. Yes, I know how to move. Got it. Okay. Follow Conrad. Camera rotates like this. It's just a tappy. You will see, which button is it that...
I always have a backup.
Interactable objects. Left mount button associates, and I think there's a way to highlight. Tab. Yep. Complete. So tab. So we'll get little circles like that. We can go up and sometimes they're things. Sometimes they're lore. A massive conference table, obviously crafted from real wood. A resource of incredible value aboard a load ship. Show the vid data on the screen. Sacred mechanism has been interfered with without due reverence. The duration of the data processing cycle has tripled. Inconceivable. I probably won't read all of these. If there's one that's pretty cool, like, I'll read it out. So for those of you who don't know, these are tech. They call them tech mats here. Basically, Mechanicus
Always
people.
Keep your eye on the price.
We'll run into some Mechanicus peoples. Candlelit altar with a copy of the Lex Imperialis. Now it's better than the Lectitio Divinitatis. Lorgar wrote that. Lorgar's not a good guy.
One of the Von Valencia's trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
What's happening? Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
Berserk Servitors. Very nice. Alright, first combat tutorial. You've been ambushed. The battle begins. Complete. Alright. Start the battle. Fire at him, crew officer. Here comes the servitor. Yank him. Yep, that didn't end well, but that didn't end well for you either. Okay. Movement combat. Yeah, you move to your square, then you get to do your thing. Movement points. Yep. All right. So we will. So we have you serve me, one friend of creature within a 10 cell radius. Anytime the servant attacks, target that the noble dealt damage to last turn, the service gains 15% critical hit chance. So, Vonnegut. Oh, sorry, Vote Vigor. Oh, apparently I can't use that this time.
I won't compromise my principles.
Okay. And Voice Command. Force an ally to push themselves, increasing their characteristics. Okay, yeah, I can't use those against anybody this round. Okay, let's go ahead and just shoot him. What's our percentage? 50%.
It's as good as done.
There you go. Drop a one into him. Got it. End the turn. Go get him, crew officer. He's just ganking fools. Hey, how about you actually shoot him, please? Yeah.
I'll make it happen.
My crappy pistol. Reload.
I'll see to it personally.
Well, it'd be nice if you didn't miss, bud. He's just gonna walk through all of us. Oh, how about you actually attack him, bud? Already not liking you very much.
Who, if not me?
Is this guy gonna kill me?
I won't stand for it.
I've never actually died to this before. Oh, they haven't set up, so he's just gonna keep dodging. Okay. How about you kill him?
For the glory of the Imperium!
There we go.
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
Continue.
I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
All right. And I do know there's some cool... I remember there's some cool, interesting little things in here. So... Wires in the servitor's head are still smoldering. I remember there was some interesting things here. Tarantula sentry gun. Cool. By the way, the Lehman Russ is in this. Look great. Anytime you see a Lehman Russ in a 40k game, it looks cool. I don't remember. Yeah, there was some... a violet alloy. That's not the one. Where is it? I thought there was something in here that I really liked. A black shard resembling obsidian. Yeah, Blackstone. I think that was the one that I was like, oh. Stone on the pedestal changes hue. That's not good. You probably don't want many changing hue things. Zippet is unfinished. Another symbol of House Volantis' valor will be displayed here at some point in the future. Which is that? Sea coral. That's probably Wraithbone. Gray-green crystal with white veins. A low hum can be heard coming from the artifact. Oh, see, I don't remember that. That's cool. Okay.
Let us not dawdle.
Oh, we need to go this way, I think. Nope, we're just going this way. Oop, there we go. Tech priests. Tech priests. There we go.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation.
Oh, good. They finally voice
No
acted
worse
her.
than
When
my
it first came out, she
seneschal
didn't have the
could have
voice
done.
files.
Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad? While you are considering your answer, Edelthrad, I wish to speak with someone else. Perhaps I shall hear something more interesting than incoherent mumbling. Approach.
What is this? Is this someone from your retinue, Theodora? Do you permit your people to interrupt your conversations in such a fashion?
I give that permission to those with something of substance to say. Let us see if it was worth it. This is the second candidate for the title of my successor. Step forward. Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse.
It's much better with her voice
High
acting this
seismic
now.
activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure?
We had 2 checks that succeeded, Warp and Xenos. I think costing several Psychers, probably not a good idea, because Psychers are highly valuable. Those spirits could very well be the native name for dangerous aliens. I would first verify that it is indeed the case, and the population of Ion 6 engages in Xeno worship. And if they do, they need to be wiped out.
Reasonable and prudent. However, chasing after ethereal creatures may prove a rather long and fruitless endeavor.
Apart from Xenos, an untrodden planet might be teeming with myriad horrors that are far more dangerous and difficult to eradicate. I suspect that you are simply unaware of their existence.
I gave a straight answer to a simple question, which, as I understand, was more than you could do, Elder Thrad. We are both servants of the God Emperor and Lara Theodora. Does it become any one of our status to engage in petty feuds? I find your tone most disagreeable, Edelthrad. You will kindly alter the manner to which you address me, or else you will regret the consequences, or shut your mouth, Edelthrad, before I decide to shut it up for you. We gave more than a straight answer to a simple question.
Insolent, ignorant upstart. How dare you?
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
All right, continuing it. By the way, if you're in chat, any 40k questions, any questions about the game, chat away. This is just going to be my late night stream for a while, so it's more of a hangout and play something that I really enjoy. I actually didn't get as much time into this game as I would have liked. I think Diablo came out. Diablo 4 came out, and I think that's what kicked me off this. Passive skill test, we already know about that. So, Warbird, why are you here? Was it not you that sent for me? I do not know just yet. I hope you will clarify that.
Clarity. A luxury that few of us can afford. There is a reason why I did not explain all the details of the question I posed to you earlier. Beyond the borders of the Imperium, seldom is one granted an opportunity to enjoy information in abundance. This, however, is one such opportunity.
Continue.
My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity.
As soon as this is done, I got
And
something to
my
say about
rights
the
and
Scara
freedoms
sector.
are vindicated by a most sacred relic. The warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness, beyond the Imperium, and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all.
So a couple things here. So she says she's from Scaris. So I have a serious problem with there being anything named the Scaris sector. So Scaris sector is a sector of space. It's kind of by the Eye of Terror. It's actually the main warp route in and out well before the 40k plot point that fucked up the whole universe that GW decided to do. But coming out of the Eye of Terror, Terror was the Scaris sector. It is named after a word bearer captain who died when Lorgar was going into the Eye of Terror to basically make a compact with demons. Lorgar asked that it be named the Scaris sector at his behest. I really, really don't think that the Imperium would continue to have something named after a fucking word bearer of all the legions that there are. Now, to be fair, there's a couple points in the lore where planets talk about Lorgar as if he is a loyalist, which is weird, because he definitely was not. Magnus may have done nothing wrong. Lorgar did a lot wrong.
It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon. Resources, people, riches, and mysteries is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes.
Does this mean there's other heirs?
Naturally. Some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Edelthrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate. Bloodright alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake. His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does
That's
bear
the guy
name
that
von
we first met.
Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voitvir's performance in his current role is satisfactory. Or it used to be, at least.
Thank you for clarifying. May I ask my questions now?
I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge.
What are my current responsibilities? Let's ask that.
Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Ethelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide.
An incident took place on the officer's deck. Some servers went berserk and attacked the crew.
Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gellerfield. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all.
So Gellerfields are... So navigators are psychers that navigate ships through the warp. Basically 40k, you bounce into the warp, which is the Immaterium, which is another dimension. And you can do faster than light travel via that. It's also where all of chaos comes from. I'll explain more as we get deeper into that. So navigators are the ones that can actually see in the warp because they're psychers. Anybody else who looks into the warp goes crazy, essentially. But they can view the warp with their psychic visions and drive the ships through the warp. Geller fields are what keep the bad guys and the warp out of the ship. It creates a pocket of real space around the ship as it goes through the warp. So,
Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff.
Enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. This ship is thousands of years old. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live.
well, it is much better with her voiced. I have no more questions.
In that case, I shall head to... Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
Oh, so they added a lot of new cutscenes and voice acting. Good, good. I'm glad to see that they're still doing a good job.
Your arrogance will
All right.
be your downfall.
Initiative, yeah, we know. Okay. Theodora, go ahead and do some things. Oh, start the battle.
For now.
Go get him, Abelard. Whoa, okay. Take care of you.
Follow my lead. Die!
More it's like, oh, okay, we're dropping flamers.
Such is the will of chaos.
Oh, I tried to get away and got dodged. Alright.
I bring ruin.
So cover's important in this game.
I'll brush this off.
Hey, you don't shoot at me, bud. Yep. Oh, they're gonna tell me about cover. Okay. We're gonna go to here.
I don't need luck. I have strategy.
We are going to say, you serve me. Can I get Abelard? No. You serve me, Lady Theodora. Voice of command. Nope.
I'll see to it personally. Another enemy down.
Oh, get fucked. Critical hit. Got it. There we go. They just shoot their own guy back there? I don't think so.
Chaos guides
I
me.
think you can miss and hit your own guys in this.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Yeah, that'll work.
My place is at the fore.
Abelard's just cleaving.
I took care of this one.
Yes, you did, bud.
Them around.
All right, more.
Death to the heretics.
Okay. Positive effect. Your character receives a temporary positive effect from an ally. Got it. Let me see. What's my hit chance? 34%. Basically 34%. What if I go here? I think there's a way I can... I'll go to right here. Yeah, I knew there was a way I could. Yeah,
I'll make it
there
happen.
we go.
You never stood a
Yeah.
chance.
Yeah.
Fully appearing.
There we go. Round 3. Done.
Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoreson survive.
Continue.
Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel.
What are your orders?
Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
All right. By the right of blood, find the Arch-Militants. So, M brings up the map. Yeah, we gotta go out that way. All right. Make sure I'm going the right way. I am not. Actually, I think I might be. Let's go see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. There's a bridge. That bridge is up. Okay. Yeah, I think we're probably
Keep
going
your
this way.
wits about you.
Heretic's body is riddled with holes. Okay. There's Mort. Yeah, Mort's just smoking fools.
Thank Providence you are alive and well.
Always on time, eh, Coonrad? The moment we finish chasing the riff.
They even voiced him now. Good.
Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it.
Mort, hold yourself together.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Voxmaster is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my Arch-Militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report!
I have not yet received word from the Engineerium regarding any Gellerfield failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
A mutiny who would attempt this mutiny here in the warp. A mutiny against the Emperor's anointed. Execute the traitors, every last one of them. We must provide immediate assistance to all those still in the middle decks. Perhaps we might stop this wave from spreading. If this is indeed a severe case of warp madness, the situation is dire. We must provide immediate assistance to those still in the middle decks.
First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once. Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on Transitional Deck 18.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-Militant, with me. I must go to my study. And it appears we might encounter heretics along the way.
If I may, Lord Captain. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance. And if our goal is to bring Edelthrad back, I could use some support.
I don't think
After
I trust
all,
him.
I'm not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the House as the esteemed
God damn it.
Arch-Militant. And taking into consideration Edelthrad's psychic powers.
Sir Asta. Block. Sir Asta report. 4 spam. Next. Spam. Next. Same old best viewer spam. Submit report. There we go. These spam bots on Twitch are terrible. Okay, continue. Discover the whereabouts of Edelthrad the Heir.
Then it's settled. Find Edelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand? Then move out! Mort, come.
Pull that up. Okay. Well, we don't want to skip these. Part of the whole thing about this playthrough is we want to see
Are
everything.
you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear.
I shall make do lead the way.
Of course you will. Lady Theodora would never have someone she couldn't rely on as one of her heirs. But that is no longer relevant.
He was a bad guy all along. How very 40k. Press any key. All right. Hey, don't kick me.
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. He has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warren Chamber. And for that, I need him breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see. Delightful.
We're gonna go with you, two-faced scum. You are the one behind this mayhem.
How perceptive of you. I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it out of you myself. We are in the anteroom of the Warren Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates of the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel. An ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
Why are you doing this? What is it? Inbred? Is your blood too thin for the Sentinel? I have no intention of helping you. I'll help you as long as you spare my life. Will you let me join you? We can take the warrant for Theodora together. What is it, inbred? Is your blood too thin?
On the contrary, the warp's blessing has raised me too much above your kind, Fon Valencius. The Sentinel refused to submit to me. But you can help. After all, isn't that what family is for?
Oh, we have a succeeded check. What, sorry, pathetic excuse do you even have for your apostasy, you sword wretched piece of grok shit? Definitely.
Wretched? What do you know about wretchedness? Theodorus Kerr. Are you hoping to buy a grain of her indulgence with your blind loyalty? Oh, I know this delusion. But thank the gods it no longer has power over me. Humanity can rot. I
Well,
no longer
that's
serve
rude.
mortal kind. Once my work is done, I'll make that pompous wench Fon Valencius watch as I sacrifice her entire dynasty and commit their fate to the gods. And you will be the instrument by which I will accomplish this righteous act.
Fight the voice in your head. Get out. I am not your puppet. The voices in your head giggle and mock your desperate outcry. You feel that's entreating influence, forcing you onto your feet and making you take a step towards the looming center of the chamber. That's pretty cool. They have a servitor hooked up. Tech use. Examine the device. Tech use succeeded. You carefully inspect the design of the gate cogitator. What immediately catches your eye is a strange alloy that was used as material for the machine's components, some of which are unfamiliar to you. You suspect this might be some kind of archaeotech relic. A servitor on the gate begins to move with the screeching and groaning of metal. It leans forward closer to you. Its lower jaw opens with a drawn-out shriek, much wider than the jaw of a living human could. The servitor's mouth is filled with sharp metallic fangs that glint in the dim light. The vid screen to the right of you lights up, showing strings of mysterious symbols on a green background. A whisper runs through your consciousness, insisting, demanding sacrifice. The voices that filled your head after Vodager wounded you with his blade did not go away. On the contrary, their source coiled itself into a tight knot somewhere in the depth of your mind. We'll place our hand to the Sentinel's maw. Sentinel's jaws clamp around your hand, puncturing your skin and sinking into your flesh. A few dark drops fall into the servitor's throat, and immediately you hear humming as the servo motors start up and the pups serve into motion. The vid screen of the cogitator flickers. Continue. After several long minutes pass, the Sentinel's jaws remain closed, and you're beginning to feel sick. Perhaps if you were to lean against the gate, you could catch your breath. Maybe even close your eyes and pretend none of this ever...
High levels of caustic humus. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
You do not understand where this quiet voice is coming from, crackling like static. Is it the Sentinel? The cogitator? Is it a figment of your weary mind? Whichever it is, you can clearly hear every word. Yes, yes, I do require assistance. Pain shoots through your head and subsides just as quickly. It would seem the entity coiled in your consciousness does not have the ability to do you any real harm.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
And out come the heavy bolters. And flamers.
Well, there is still another way.
Check the warrant chamber.
Is there money to be made?
Alright, what is that? The enormous gates match the importance of the thing they protect. The massive doors are made of a heavy metal and look impregnable. Old injury. Let it be known that by my will and by the true words of this document, I appoint this person to be the bearer of the warrant of trade and bestow upon them and their dynasty to be the great paragon of humanity, unbroken by adversity, to walk bravely first into darkness, to unite and reclaim what was lost, to triumph over nightmares untold, to hold boldly the reins of fate, to walk steadily the road of thorns. I didn't catch the last part.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
So, warrants of trade are warrants signed by the Emperor during the first, well, not during the first, but during the Great Crusade. Rogue traders would go out. They were lifetime. In fact, they were passed down through generations. They're also signed with a drop of his blood. There is a story in the Horus Heresy that there's an assassin that's trying to get a warrant of trade to eat it, essentially, because he can kill anything that he's touched their DNA, I think. And yeah. So there's a drop of the Emperor's blood on all the old warrants of trade that were sent out during the Great Crusade, which is 30k, which is before the Horus Heresy. What madness is happening here? Who are you? Who addresses me? I need to contact someone, perhaps, preferably Theodora.
Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup. Establishing connection.
Oh, servo skulls are great. So servo skulls are actually not. It's a great honor to basically have be turned into a servo skull in the Imperium.
Master, restore communication with the navigator's sanctum. I am trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. I repeat, regroup all available forces and head...
Communication protocols breached. Signal latency assessment unavailable. Unable to establish two-way connection. Distance
I need a
from
weapon.
the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations.
The servo skull goes silent. It relays clicking. Seconds after second passing, you realize the servo skull will not answer you. What madness is happening here?
Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel, designed as a personal escort of the child of the house and a means of communicating with the rogue trader's subjects. Mobile unit standing by.
Lead me away from here.
Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
Perfect. Complete. So there's a journal. Let's whip around. Seal the warrant chamber.
Master, whatever are you doing in the warrant chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me. What is the meaning of this?
We'll tell him Kurt Vonner is a traitor. When we parted ways on the officer's deck, he stunned me somehow and brought me here.
What?
He intended to take revenge on Theodora for something, and trying to reach the warrant was somehow part of that plan, or he's clearly serving the unholy gods at the warrant. Let's go with one.
Oh, holy God, Emperor. I presume he is the one responsible for the mutiny. And, Master, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora.
Vodiger openly admitted that he's the mastermind behind the mutiny. Unquestionably, why don't we leave matters of etiquette for another time? So it would seem, but he is not here, and we have a mutiny to end. For a mere seneschal, you're asking too many questions. Vodiger openly admitted that he's the mastermind behind the mutiny.
Saints' blood! Then it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive, and now safe, Master. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster.
Can you?
You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And, for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here.
Okay, so he gave us some gear. Alright. While fighting, a character can lose their wounds. When this happened, a character received damage within one round. The axe percentage lets lose. Blah, blah, Suffers an injury considered a fresh injury during the first 3 rounds. With 3 rounds have passed, fresh injury becomes an old injury. Fresh injury can be used using a med kit without passing any skill test. Old injuries can be healed with a med kit, but they require a character administering the treatment to pass a skill test. Okay, Medicaid kit, yeah. Click L, left mouse button on L, it's perfect. Okay. So, actually, first, let's go ahead and equip some shit. Next, yep. Okay, inventory, yeah, got it. Okay, let's grab a body glove. There we go. Let's grab a pistol and sword. That's what I'm talking about. Over, you go ahead and carry another medical kit. Or can you just... Yeah. Okay. So you...
Sometimes you consult the appropriate
are
treaties
going
on
to
Tactica
fix
Imperialis.
me.
And
I won't forget this.
that is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared for the trials ahead.
Excellent.
The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on.
None.
But that is not the worst of it all. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive.
What has gone wrong with the translation? How did you find me? What can we expect to find? I heard one of Theodore's Vasquez. The Navigator Sanctum. Very well, we lead the way. For the Imperium and humanity. Lead the way, Seneschal.
To arms, loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor! Fight the heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home, and with all your might, destroy those who have dared!
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved. Onward!
Thank you, Eldar. Oh, here comes some dirty heretics. Tactical phase. Combat begins with a tactical phase during which characters cannot attack. You can set up advantageous positions. So. Okay. So, Albard will definitely... Albert will go right here. Okay. You will go over here. Heretic Cutthroat. Which one is that? That one's over there. Which one are you? You're there. Okay. And then Albert, then me. Start the battle. There you go. Good job, Albert. Albert's abilities. Yes. He can charge, so. And he can cleave. So, cleave. Most indubitably.
Victory is imminent.
Oh, you parried? God damn it. Well, that's an issue. Brace for impact for 1 round. Navy officer and the allies gain +2 deflection for an archetype taken by the Navy officer. Got it. And then you could charge into... Could charge into that and wipe them out. There we go. Alright. Now, got it. Okay. Complete. There we go. Alright. So I...
On it.
You serve me, Albert. What? There we go.
I'll see to it. Your end was inevitable.
There we go. Enter.
Death to the weak. Out of my way! Your end is near!
Ah, a little parry. There we go.
Indeed. One fewer target. Reduced to dust.
There we go. Enter. Go ahead and move to here. There we go.
I'll make it happen.
Let's see if we can get at him. Nice.
My gut tells me it's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Death to non-believers! Ah! I serve the ruinous powers!
He shot us up, dude. Alright, Albard, go ahead and smoke him. There we go.
One fewer target.
And charge him.
It will be done. Reduced
Yar, done. Experience points. You can advance the level of your characters, yes. Alright, so we went up. So, collecting loot. Okay. Yep. So, last pistol, no. Go ahead and go. And then all that can go to cargo. Collect all. Our trophies were packed up as cargo. Okay, so we went up a level. All right, so click to view archetype details. So we're an officer. So our first one is we choose a skill: commerce, persuasion, carouse. Probably persuasion. Yep. Next. Complete. Okay, that's all we get to do for him. And Albard is a warrior, and he will choose a skill. Probably Medicae. Yeah, probably Medicae. Although athletics, carouse. Athletics or Medicae. Let's do athletics. Here we go. Yep. All right. To the Navigator's Sanctum we go. Map of the Von Blood. But that isn't our that's not our ship, because remember we took the Falchion frigate. Oh, Navigator's Sanctum. Game autosaved. Okay, here we go.
The Navigator's Sanctum is directly along the passageway.
Psycher.
And so, he will enter the halls of the blinded guide and witness the radiance
She's
of the
voiced too
final
now.
dawn
Nice.
through the cracks and fall victim to a whim of fate.
Love it.
Master, watch your head.
Do a barrel.
Idira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
So much better now that it's all voiced.
Sorry, old man. The voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abelard, how they sing!
This is Idira Tlas, personal psycher and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valancius. Adira?
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer.
The entity in your consciousness shrinks and crawls in deeper, its claws scraping against the walls of your mind as if the presence is trying to hide from the seer standing before you. A diviner, are you?
The voices from beyond the threshold whisper to me. Sometimes their murmurs are clear, they grant insight. Sometimes they drive me mad. But I am patient. I know how to listen and discern. But now, with this clamor around me, too many voices, too loud. And you are von Valancius, one of Lady Theodora's heirs. Well then, we finally meet.
Officer's frequency. To all who can hear me, those with a weapon in their hands are to gather on the officer's deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officer's deck at once and prepare to launch a counterattack.
This is so much better now that it's all voiced.
That's Ethelthrat. Oh, Emperor's Providence. The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Ethelthrat's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
So, Psychers in 40k can absolutely just turn into gateways for the warp. That's why... So there's a whole backstory in 40k. Emperor's the most powerful Psyker in perhaps all of history. But people with psychic power started being born after the Golden Age of technology. But they can become gateways to the warp. And so demons, all kinds of bad shit can just come through them. Just chaos, corruption. So that's what they're talking about. Them, if they haven't surrendered to the mercy of the warp, Psychers become gateways. It's even worse when traveling through the immaterium.
Blast it. You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
What are you doing here?
The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the engineerium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master Cog, and the silence that followed.
Yeah, see all the chaos, corruption kind of flowing, starting to flow through. Great.
What? You don't mean the Enginseer Prime is...
Said, without a doubt. And the voices wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks.
We must see if the navigator is well.
No. Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity.
Yeah, and there's ice whenever there's psychic phenomenon.
But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
Yes, and all the navigators are mutants, which makes the Imperium of Man a bunch of hypocrites. Protect the navigator. Adira has joined the party. She has spells. Okay. Door open. Hurry, destroy this field. We must keep the master waiting. Alright.
Your seneschal is always there for you.
So Abelard we want to get the deepest in. Oh, we want to grab you two. I forgot you can get multiples. Go in here. Go ahead, Abelard, go. Okay, Abelard. Okay, they have a Psyker right there. So we're going to go ahead and... Who goes first? Heretic Psyker goes first. Then the Heretic Sharpshooter. Then Adira. So Adira is going to go here. I am going to go here. Abelard, you're going right up Main Street, bud. Start the battle.
Let's get to it.
That was rude.
I am your doom.
Okay. Adira's abilities. Adira's a Psyker. She can analyze enemies because she's an operative. Uses the intelligence bonus. Expose weakness. Yeah, don't care about that. Adira's armed with a special staff that allows Psyker to unleash psychic powers against enemies. In the future, to encounter staffs that only a Psyker version in a certain discipline can use. So, alright. So Adira is going to... She has Lightning Arc, which can hit one creature. She has Psychic Shriek. She has Analyze Enemies and Expose Weakness. And Forewarning. Dodge and parry, but we'll go ahead and go there. So, Adira, you're going to go ahead and blast everything there.
What an unfortunate turn
Yeah.
of fate.
Lightning Arc. Beautiful. Alright, go ahead and make Abelard better. And analyze that enemy.
Will do.
Alright. And her turn. Yeah, I'm behind cover.
Guides me.
Okay, Abelard gets to go. He is going to do this. Yacha. And can he get a charge to him? Yes, he can. Die, Psyker. Probably not a reason for that. Okay, go ahead and end your turn. Hologram, you can use the hologram. Yeah, left. Click left button, and then... Yeah, then you can select abilities. So... If I go here... And then single shot attack. 28%. If I go... here and swing my sword, 90% attack.
Taking calculated risk is in my second nature.
Alright, got him. The creature in the chair appears to have become one with his throne. You see pink parchment-like skin stretched between the seat and the limbs that have too many joints for a normal human being. The navigator is breathing heavily, the air whistling as it exits through the two dark gill-like slits on its cheeks. The creature's eyes are shut. The two ordinary eyes, as well as the third one that sits in the center of the creature's forehead. Continue.
I believe Master Vespider still lives. Well, the servants are dead, but the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance of leaving this place alive.
Address Adira. What's wrong with him?
Wounded. Exhausted. Fighting back the endless horrors of the warp that are forcing their way into his head. Pick one.
Your time is short.
Oh, they even voiced him nice. Our time is short to do what?
Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn.
Suddenly, the navigator's body starts thrashing in place, lurches forward, then falls back in the seat, then thrusts forward again as his bones crack and his skin tears open. However, the fusion between the body and the chair appears to be stronger than these wild impetuses? Should that be... Yeah, that's a word I've seen before. The mutant remains seated, but leans as far forward as he can, his layered raiment slowly turning crimson. The gill slit burst open, forming two hideous screaming mouth-like pits. That sounds like Tzinch.
It came from beyond. His body is not his.
A deer scream is echoed by silent cries in your head. The unseen creature triumphs at the sight of the navigator, succumbing to the paroxysms of corruption.
Its march thunders under the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words and meanings, each one a portent of salvation within me.
The navigator continues to convulse violently in his seat, shrieking and cackling. Then his fist stops abruptly. His face is drenched in black and crimson. The dark ooze from under his third eyelid has turned from a trickle into a stream mixed with the blood coming from his nose, out of his nose, and there is a purplish swelling around the eye. Continue.
Run. Flee from this place while I still have the strength. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp. But it can't be done without the Master Helmsman's help.
Address Elbar. So we do what torments you? I want to help you. Tell me how. I cannot bear to see his agony any longer. I would rather put an end to it. The navigator is still alive, but barely so. What do we do now? We'll address Elbar.
The ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman, if he is still alive. It is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Edelthrad and his people. I believe we will also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms that the servo skull relayed to us earlier.
Vespidas, good luck. And thank you.
I think you need more than luck. I don't think you're going to make it, bud. Alright. Drawing strength from your unwavering faith and courage. Showing weakness before his enemies is heresy. Alright. What does that say? Yep. Alright, so grab all my guys. Oh, nope. Grab all my guys. And then we're heading out. Oh, I need to grab all the gear. It's the inventory, sanctioned psyker. Yeah. So. What was that? Scrappy auto gun. No, I'll stick with the revolver. An axe. What are you rocking, Albrad? Yeah, you're better. To the cargo. All right, let's go. Okay, I think it is which way? Probably back this way. Nope. Back to whence we came. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we need to go to the officer's deck. So much better now that they're doing, now that everything is voiced, it's way better. And if you're in chat, go ahead and talk. Ask questions about 40k. I love answering questions about 40k. Like I said, it's pretty much what I do professionally, is 40k. So just ask me questions about the tabletop, about the lore, pretty much anything. Lots of new cool cutscenes. I like it. They've dolled this game up since release.
The ship's as good as ours. It's all over for you.
Oh, never mind. This cutscene was in it before.
I shall pity not your enemies. I shall heed not their pleas.
Somebody shoot this.
betray not your tenets, nor stray one step from them. Take not your gaze from me. Leave me not without your grace.
I told you he would protect us.
My God, my light, my emperor.
The white-haired warrior turns to face you, her dark eyes blazing. The weapon quivers in her hands, for a brief moment it seems like she's not going to stop and will instead continue eliminating every target she sees, starting with you.
Sister Argenta! Sister Argenta, it is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
Continue.
Your face, it is unfamiliar. Who are you?
The Lord Captain's heir. No, we're not going to be a jerk to her. And just who are you to be so brazen about your inquiries? I shall introduce myself after you do the same. The Lord Captain's heir. There we go.
The hour is dark and daunting. Ship abounds with corruption. The faces of friends are twisted by sneers of heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the archenemy's hunger. I will do what I must to halt the advance of the dark forces. But in these dire moments, little can be trusted. So I must know, why are you here?
Continue.
Sister, I beg of you. Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed Master of Whispers. Edelthrad the Heir is waiting for our aid, and Lord Captain Theodora is expecting a report on our success. We are here to deal with the situation. So I suggest we all do just that.
The Seneschal is right. There's no time for talk. I'm no traitor, sister. You can be sure of that. Do not even think to insinuate that I'm one of those traitors. I will not let such an affront slide. I'm no traitor, sister. You can be assured of that.
If you speak truthfully, the Emperor will not forsake you. If you are lying, you will not escape his retribution.
That's funny because lots of people have escaped his retribution.
I cannot wait to rain righteous fire down upon each and every heretic.
Lore Imperium succeeded. What is a warrior of the Adeptus Sororitas doing aboard a rogue trader's ship? Your orders serve the Ecclesiarchy, do they not? Who are these people with you? What's happening on the deck? We'll do the Lore Imperium succeeded. So, Adeptus Sororita, Sisters of Battle. They do serve the Ecclesiarchy. They are basically the Ecclesiarchy's army. The Ecclesiarchy, after the reign of Gog Vandir, I think it was Gog Vandir. Is it Vandir? Or, yeah, it's Gog Vandir. During the Age of Apostasy, he was killed by his bodyguards that were the daughters of the Emperor. They became the Adeptus Sororitas. The Ecclesiarchy was no longer allowed to have men under arms. And they get around that by having the Sisters of Battle. They're women under arms. They're basically psychotic warrior nuns. And they're really psychotic. So what is a warrior of the Adeptus Sororitas doing on board a rogue trader ship? Your orders serve the Ecclesiarchy, do they not?
Sister Argenta is a guest of the Lord Captain. And that story deserves its own time and conversation. Under more appropriate circumstances.
Continue.
Enough idle chatter. I am where I must be, and that will suffice.
We must get to the main hall of the deck.
Through this door. I shall join you, for it is my duty to the God Emperor to destroy this heresy.
And they never shut up about heresy.
We will follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those villains made a mess of the cables. Oh, I wish we had a Tectomat with us. But we'll see what we can do without one.
It's so much nicer that all this stuff is voiced now.
Good to hear it. Sister?
Ready. May terror's light illuminate our path through fire and darkness.
Okay, so what do we got here? Doors closed, lock intact. Oh, goods. Let's get some goods. We have a well-maintained stub revolver. So that we want. And low capacity fuel tank. These are just cargo. This will come important later on. collect all. Okay. Equipping weapons, yes, I know. I know that.
I have a nose for profit and a taste for adventure.
Okay. And if I remember right, whoop, yeah, do we got everybody? No, get everybody. I wish there was a select all. I think there is. I will have to figure out what it is. We got more goods up here. Just all goods. So you'll see what goes on with all of this cargo coming up. Go ahead and throw you in the cargo as well. It is a good use for all of the junk you pick up in games. Oop, there we go. All right. Everybody go ahead and run forward. There we go. Okay, start the battle. Argenta, it gets to go first. So you're going to go right here, Argenta. Albard, you're going to start right here. It goes Argenta, then Adira. So Adira, you're going to go there. And Warbird, you're going to hide right here. Start the battle. All right. Argenta's abilities. Yeah, we'll look at that. Okay. Okay, so Argenta has amazing spray. Yeah, you just go ahead and unload there. Well, maybe we won't. So this Furious Recital grants momentum equal to 6. Momentum doubles. And Run and Gun Soldier gains 4 MP. Their next attack costs 1 less AP. And does not count towards the attack limit this turn. Until the end of the next turn, the sword becomes winded. Well, winded the sword for... Yeah. So basically, what if we go here? And then do we get better numbers? Yes. What if we go here? Do we get even better numbers?
Guided by faith.
Get fucked. All right. Go ahead and absolutely annihilate him if you can. Nope, didn't annihilate him, unfortunately. All right. He's the next one that gets to go. Okay. So the Sister of Battle not being Fierce Recital. All right, and that will do her turn. Yep. Adira, go ahead and make the bad man stop. Make the bad man go away.
On it.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Yeah. And then a bunch more of them are going to come out. Yep. Okay. All right, Adira. So go ahead and, forewarning, go ahead and give Argenta that. Okay. And then analyze target. Gains 2 exploits. Heretic Assailant. We'll put it on the Heretic Cutthroat, I think. Heretic Assailant, Heretic Cutthroat, Heretic Cutthroat. We'll put it on the Heretic Cutthroat.
Anything else?
And then we'll end her turn.
Chaos guides me.
I'm not injured.
Yeah, you dick.
Death to the weak.
Missed. All right, Albard. You go ahead and bounce Okay, I'm up next, so go ahead and go here and smoke him.
I took care of this one.
And then let's see if your charge can get to him. It can't. Yeah, it can. Nope, it can't. So go ahead and smoke him. Can your charge get to them? No. Okay.
At your beck and call.
Whoop. That wasn't right. Oh, well. Okay, so he's braced for impact, so that's fine. Go ahead and end turn. Types of cover. Yes, I know what types of cover are. All right. Go ahead and serve me.
I'll see to it personally.
Okay. And then voice command. We'll go ahead and give that to Albart.
Who, if not me?
All right. And then you will go ahead and shoot him. Nope. What if you come to here? There we go. Hopefully you hit. Don't miss, please. Damn it. That wasn't cool, dude. End turn.
Out of my way!
Crush the feeble.
Ow!
Mere pain won't stop me.
To non-believers, I serve the ruinous power.
Yeah, it's not going to work out well for you, bud.
I serve the ruinous powers.
Just a minor setback.
I am your doom.
That's fine. He'll be able to cleave all that down. Argenta, what do we got here? Which one are you? You're all the way up there in the order. Okay, so I'll be able to swing at him. If you go to there, that will give you a clear shot there. Yeah, it's probably the best.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
Didn't quite kill him. Alright. And then go ahead and reload.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
There you go. Alright. And turn. Alright, Adira. If you go to here. And you then Psychic Shriek. No. What if you go here? And then Psychic Shriek. Yeah, go ahead and do that. Yep, pop this brain. Go ahead and make... That should just be dodge and parry. Go ahead and go to Albart. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, that's momentum. Okay. I was like, is that the psychic? Yeah. Okay. End turn. Albard will just cleave here.
It will be done. Reduced to dust.
Oh, it didn't kill him. Oh, that's lame. Okay. End turn, Albard. Go ahead and chop him. There we go. And we'll go ahead and go into you, Adira. No. No. Sure.
It's as good as done.
Alright.
Chaos guides me.
Ow! Stop shooting my battle sister. She doesn't like it, Sam I am.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Yes, she will. No need to run and gun. Okay, Adira, you go here, and then Psychic Scream him.
There is movement in the Empyrean.
Done. Alright, so nothing there we need. Collect all. There we go. So let's see what we got here. We have got an exact replica of the Von Volantis. Void chip sits along the pedestal. Okay, open the door to logic. To open a jam door, click the icon. Complete, yeah. Tech use.
I always get the
D100 system, yeah. Complete. Alright. We got goods here.
This could be an opportunity.
Just stuff. Golden token. Possessed demon engine heart. That probably should not be laying around. Just throwing that out there. A possessed demon engine heart should probably not be laying around.
Keep your wits about you.
Okay, we got goods. What do we got here? Servo Skull Antigravic Impeller. Anointed Purity Seal Wax Bottles. Catechism of St. Drusius. And Plastite Crystal Cores. Collect all. Alright, what do we got here? We have a Melt-A-Charge. So, to you. And what do we have here? Operator's Gloves. Wear gains +3 bonus to tech use. We'll go ahead and throw those on my guy. There we go. For now. Alright. Gloves is you, sister. Take the Melt-A-Charges.
That is not the Emperor's will.
Oh, are they just... Okay. Those are just keys. Door open. A lock. We can use tech use or Melt-A-Charge. Let's just go ahead and tech use it.
Success is the only outcome I accept.
What do we got here? Restore the power supply. Tech use 100%.
That's how it's done.
There we go. Open the door logic.
Just as I planned.
Okay. Goods locked. Multi-key or tech use? Tech use.
I always get the job done.
We got a multi-key for picking tough locks and a shotgun. Probably not a shotgun. We don't need a shotgun. To there. Collect all. Alright. And I think there was another. Yeah, there's more goods. There we go. We've got some Medicaid and some more Melt-A-Charges. There we go. Close. Alright. So let's continue our way around. Oh, more goods. What do we have? We have a electrified shardnet. We have engraved flasks. And we've got Grox meat rump steaks. Okay. Crew member, assailant. Let's go over here just to make sure there's nothing good. Let's go up here. Oh, we got more goods. Nice. What do we got here? This cozy seating area is completely destroyed. Pieces of furniture and splinters are scattered everywhere, and dark stains cover the floor and upholstery. I mean, I guess that's blood. What do we got? Void Sweat Ale. A set of icons. And rolls of synth leather. Let me go here, by the way. Can these only go in stacks of... Oh, okay. There we go. That's a med kit, and that's a med kit. Can you stack that up? No. You go ahead and take all 4 of those. And Sister of Battle, you take the 1. Yeah. Okay. Let's go up the stairs.
I always have a backup plan.
Demolition, blow the door. We have 5 melter charges.
Never doubt me.
All right, we all leveled up.
Miscalculations are for commoners. I don't make mistakes. I make profitable learning experiences.
Okay, let's go to our thing. Officer. Architect details. Improvements, bring it down. The officer immediately grants an ally with an extra turn with AP2 and no movement points. So if this ally is under the effective voice of command and kills an enemy before the end of the officer's turn, the ally gains a 1-time bonus, 2 times officer's fellowship bonus momentum. This ability cannot be used on the same ally more than once per round. Okay. Cool. Complete. All right. Albrad. Until the warrior's next turn, all incoming damage is reduced by the warrior's toughness bonus, and the warrior gains plus temporary wounds. Okay, complete. Okay. Operative. Can we go to... we get special abilities next turn. Okay. Available skills. Let's give you Lore Xenos. Or no, Lore Warp. Unsacred Sightner, bonus intelligence. Oh, she took awareness. Can I not take that away? Okay. Ranks available. She took demolition. Revel and Slaughter. Soldier immediately removes the winded effect until the end of combat. Soldier gains bonuses. Yeah. This ability becomes available after the soldier kills 3 enemies. The kill counter is not reset between rounds. Complete. Okay. So basically, I don't get to make really any choices there, so... Do I have everybody? I have everybody. Okay. All right. Let's go this way first. Because we always want to look for goods and things. Oh, no, tab. There we go. All right, we got Catechism of Strength Juices, another one. Let's open the door. Tech use warbird. What's that? What does that mean? I don't know what the Space Marine helmet means.
Success is the only outcome I accept.
It might mean the Space Marine can rip it open. Which, by the way, you do get access to. Deck Officer's helmet grants +5 armor. Okay, that will go to... That will definitely go to Albert. There you go. Okay, there's goods on the other side there. So we need to remember that they're there.
Let us not dawdle.
What do we got here?
Over there.
The benches and even the cogitator torn from its proper place are stacked in a rough semblance of barricade. All right, goods. What do we got? We've got another multi-key. Nope. Collect all. There we go. The roar of the flames rings in your ears, and the choking smoke makes you cough and gasp for air. You instinctively recoil from the scorching heat, wiping your face. A moment later, a hazy silhouette forms in a raging wall of fire. You are surrounded by ear-splitting noise and screaming, yet you distinctly hear the sound of footsteps. And then you see a figure walk out of the fire towards you. It is Theodora von Valansis.
Are you lost, my heir?
That doesn't sound like her. Her expression is calm, terrifyingly so for someone whose body is engulfed in an inferno. One of her hands is resting on the hilt of her power sword. The other is raised in an inviting gesture.
An apparition. A sorceress apparition. trickery of the warp.
Sister, you will lower your weapon. Threatening the Lord Captain is outrageous.
How did you get here? Aren't you in pain? This is impossible. This is impossible.
I doubt you are aware of the limits of what is possible. For your worldview is but an iota of what a rogue trader knows and sees. But I can tell that you would like me to share that knowledge with you. That power over reality.
I don't think she's very nice.
I can lead you out of these flames, show you a path, rid you of pain, and give you a weapon so that you may defeat your enemies. Decide.
Very Slaneshi. Your mouth begins to salivate. Each word Thoradora speaks is like music to your ears. The entity that now dwells in the deepest recesses of your mind is pleading, begging, demanding that you give her an immediate answer. That answer can be nothing other than acceptance. Very Slaneshi.
Do not listen to this abomination. If there is naught but his light in your heart, if you are resolute in your faith, then step into the flames. The Emperor protects. His faithful will not be deterred by either darkness or deceitful promises. Nor will the fire burn those who carry the torch of faith in their soul.
To the void with you. We need to follow Lady Theodora before we suffocate in this furnace.
The people! The survivors from the middle decks! We must help the crew! Lead them out! Find a way around!
Okay.
Then we'll miss our chance to meet up with
Convictions. Sometimes your character will have to make tough decisions based on their values, interests, and goals. Such decisions affect their convictions. They can lead and develop in 3 directions: dogmatic, iconoclast, and heretical. Each includes 5 ranks. The higher the rank, the more zealously the character follows convictions, the more noticeably the world around them reacts to their actions and decisions. Promotion through the ranks of each of the 3 directions opens up access to new dialogue events with unique abilities, and also changes the attitude of others towards your character. Also, some items can only be equipped by characters with certain convictions. When one of the conviction branches reaches rank 3, it becomes that character's main focus. When that happens, the other 2 conviction branches cannot be raised from rank 2 adherent. Your character's allies will have convictions of their own as well. Got it. Dogmatic, walk through the fire. The Emperor will guide the righteous on their path. Heretical, accept the offer of help. Take my pain away and give me power. Iconoclast, get the people off the bridge. I will not leave my people in harm's way. You look away and the illusion breaks. The unbearable heat makes your skin burn, and the voice of the people beyond the shroud of smoke goes stronger and hopeful. Once again, you and your companions rush back, barking orders and guiding the survivors. In your determination, you completely forgot about Theodora, and when you turn your head, you see nothing but the billowing fire. Fall back. We will go around.
Keep your wits about you.
Where did it go? The thing was standing in front of us in the fire? I could have sworn.
To the same place all unholy.
So let's look at the
visions
map here.
go. Do you want to follow it?
Loot.
Which?
Did we miss loot? God damn it. Okay, we need to go here. I hate missing loot. Oh, it's that loot. Okay. So, how do we get around this? Where did we miss this loot, though? Oh, right there. Okay. Nice thing is you can just do this and your guys actually run pretty quick. Oh, heretic assailants. Come on, people. Oh, the door locked behind us. Damn it. Okay, so let's... I think right through this way. Oh, that was the fire. Oh, crash platform, ballistic skill. There we go.
The Emperor favors me today.
Okay. Let's go here. Get some goods. No, I told you to come back here and get goods.
Too late. We are too late. Or perhaps Edelthrad and his escort never made it here.
Which would even be
Which
worse.
would be even worse.
Or they could be fighting on the bridge as we speak, without us.
My lord, I beg your pardon for interrupting. The people are asking for orders. You came back to save us. So now we will follow you through thick and thin.
To the bridge. If Edelthrad is there, then he requires immediate assistance. I say there is one thing that I find most troubling. The Lord Captain's Voxcasts. They are still coming in, even though it would make sense for Lady Theodora to be on the bridge right now, at the head of the counter-assault. I feel uneasy. What if the Lord Captain is besieged in her own chambers? With your permission, I suggest that we confirm for ourselves that she is not. We can use the same elevator that Lady Theodora and Mort headed for earlier.
We did not make it to the secret meeting. Oh well. High octane promethium canister and fire selector mods. Collect all. Alright. Let's go this way then. So clearly we screwed everything up. We probably shouldn't have saved those people. Okay, let's go in here. I imagine there's some goods or anything in here. Is the elevator? Nope, must not be. Okay. See if there's anything down over here. I don't want to miss any more loot. What's this? What is this? This is the generators hum softly. Draw closer, skin begins to crawl with static discharge. Alright.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
Alright, that's an elevator. We got goods, though. I like goods. What do we got? Adamantium hilt guards, reinforced thermoplast, and consecrated promethium.
What a peculiar thing.
Okay, your trophies were picked up. There's some goods. What do we got? Carbon fiber plates, data conduit cable coil, adamantine armor plating, monomolecular edged bayonets, and profane blades. Probably shouldn't have profane blades. Alright, what's that? This clear does not serve as a stateroom. The generators, machines, and the crew wall paneling indicate what? That it's a maintenance module room rather than an area for receiving guests. Let's see what's in the store. Let's go in here. We got some goods. We have Lex Mechanics goggles, grants 3 logic. We'll take those. And machine right set. A set of sacred oils and cogitograms that can appease the keeper of any technology. Provides an additional opportunity to call out a machine spirit and interact with a device. An expendable item. Okay. You go there. Sounds good. Alright. And then let's go ahead and my guy will wear those glasses. Anything here? Yep, what's this? Plasma conduits blaze with energy capable of powering a vast blade ship.
I always have a backup plan.
Lord Captain's quarters. Oh, we did get our loot. Collect all. Collect the remaining trophies and leave this location. Yep. Your remaining trophies. Lord Captain's quarters. Oh, next loading screen, I need to go refill my water and grab a little snack. It's a really good RPG. It's not Baldur's Gate good, although it is in 40k, so. Find Theodora von Volantis. Okay, what do we got in here?
I always keep my options open.
Oh, we have a bunch of water. I mean, that's a hell of a pool for a starship. Anything? Nope, I don't see anything in here. All right. Mort. And dead. All right. Thing over here. What do we got? A bizarre fragment hung on a trophy board. The light, smooth surface of the object is dotted with dark spots and crumbling holes. We got goods. Helmet of the Devoted Protector. Requires dogmatic. This helmet grants its wearer immunity to enemy critical hits for the first 3 rounds of combat. Close. Alright. Items conviction. Yeah, okay. We'll figure that out. Goods. Theodora's Rosary. The wearer of this amulet gains plus 10 bonus to Commerce and Lore Imperium. Cool. I will wear that. And goods. What's in here? Rogue Trader's Cloak. Grants 5 fellowship for every enemy within a 2-cell radius. Okay. Alright, let's see what's going on with you. The murder scene looks like something. Theodora von Volantis' body is sprawled out on a large blood-drenched desk. The arch-militant's corpse, still clutching a weapon, is slumped against one of the bulkheads. Why can't I take his weapon?
Emperor, accept thy faithful souls.
No! Lord Captain, I didn't hear a thing. Not a whisper, not a breath. It was so loud. Why didn't I foresee this?
Pretty good actress. Pretty good voice actress.
Lord Captain. Who would even dare? Unless that rat, Voidsphere.
I doubt it. Votiver wished humiliation and suffering upon Theodora, not a swift death. Almost certainly he loathed Theodora. Say nothing.
How could Mort have failed her so terribly? The Arch-Militant was born on a death world. He had lightning-fast reflexes.
I can look at things in my own way. If you find something that might bear the imprint of the killer, just give it to me, and I'll try to see what secrets it holds.
Examine Theodora's body. You lean closer, the cause of death is apparent. What ended the Rogue Trader's life with an auto pistol shot, an extraordinarily accurate one at that. Theodora's face bears an expression of surprise. The last emotion she experienced in life. Something on the floor catches your eye, a heap of blood-splattered parchments and scrolls that must have fallen off the desk. As you lean down for a closer look, you notice something else. Small shards of glass scattered on the floor. Inspect the shards by the desk. It's difficult to say what was broken. The object fell to the floor, and that as much as you can ascertain. Upon closer examination, the shards appear iridescent rather than completely transparent, as if they had been submerged in promethium. Inspect the papers. Reports, accounts, dispatches. You go over the scrolls until you stumble upon a document that is starkly different from the rest. It is a handwritten letter signed with the initials XC and a seal with a symbol that is vaguely familiar to you. Handwritten letter with seal. Lore Imperium test succeeded. And sends a shiver down your spine. The author of this letter, addressed to Theodora von Valentis, signed it with the seal of one of the most holy orders of the Emperor's Inquisition, the secret police of the Imperium that relentlessly hunts heretics, Xenos, and other enemies of humanity. Examine the Archmilligent's body. An auto pistol shot went straight through Mort's forehead, spraying the floor and the furniture around with blood, brain matter, and shards of his skull. The safety on the Archmilligent's weapon is off. The killer must have been a split second quicker than he. Let's go. Idra, what do these shards tell you?
I see streaks of color, luminescence, blue lights, faces drawing closer. Lady Theodora and Conrad and what is that? Ah! Something dark, enormous. Oh, this glass thing was something foul, that's for sure.
Streaks of color, luminescence, blue light, faces. That sounds like Tzeentch.
Tainted witchcraft.
Adra, would you mind to try and touch Theodora? You might be able to see the killer through her eyes.
It doesn't work like that. I can try to read the memories of objects, but dead bodies are a different story. Something like that would require her soul. And after what we saw on the officer's deck, I won't risk searching for it in the warp.
We'd best be on our way.
Yes, the crucible of battle calls to me once more.
She's crazy.
No, wait! We must see if we can find anything.
Idira, you can't bring her back. Let her go.
Let her go, Adira.
You'd give up so easily, old man? I expected as much from the sister. It's not like she has a heart. But you? Oh no. I'll get to the bottom of this. I'll find the one responsible for murdering the Lord Captain. And when I do, that scum will regret the day they were born.
End the dialogue. Alright, so we found some items. Yes, Battle Sister, Helmet of the Devoted Protector. There you go. And I think there's a way to turn off, to turn helmets off. What do we got here? Handwritten steel. Esteemed Theodora, a change in circumstances has deemed your immediate assistance in our mutual cause. Forthwith, upon receiving this letter and performing the necessary preparations of the crew, you are to depart for the Rakad system. One of my acolytes, Interrogator Hendrix Van Kullux, operates there at the present time. Interrogators are... I don't believe they're quite fully fledged Inquisitors. I think they have an Inquisitorial rosette, so they might actually be. But they're basically baby Inquisitors. Operates there at the present time. Upon your arrival in the system, you will, without any delay, make contact with him and offer any assistance required of you, after which you will provide him passage to the Verbundus system aboard your ship on footfall. The interrogator will remove himself from your presence to await further instructions. Anticipating any questions you may have, I will stress that the nature of Interrogator Von Kollux's activities on Reich and Minoris is of no concern to you. If required, Von Kollux himself will disclose the details of his mission. Alright, cool. Alright, we got some things for me. Rotator's Cloak grants 5 fellowship to each enemy within a 2-cell radius. Actually, we will give that to... our boy. And Commerce and Lore Imperium. That is definitely me. Alright. I think there is a don't show helmet, because the helmets all look kind of dumb. Inventory, character, journal, map, what's Corpus Volantis? I don't know. Cargo manager, formation. I will change formation later. Escape. Options. Graphics, maybe? No. Game. Game settings. Tutorial. Dialogue. Auto pause. Turn-based. Yeah. Difficulty display. Is it in graphics? What's they saying? Tools, tips, tutorials, dialogue, autopause, turn-based mode. I swear there was a way to turn off. Let me go to right click. No. Outfit settings. There it is. Show helmet. Off. There we go. Apply. Cool. I guess we got a cool cowboy hat or something. What's that say? The parlor organ seems to have been sitting idle for many years. Okay, anything up here? No. Let's look on the map. Okay. I think we already looked in all this area. Nope, we haven't looked in here.
Let us not dawdle.
Anything in here? That was that room we looked in. Let's go down here. Anything in here? Nope. All right. I know what we read into here, so. Okay. Who goes first? Albard's gonna go first. So Albard, go ahead and go here. You go here. Okay, good. You get to go here soon too. There we go. You go here. All right. Start the battle. Light, medium armor. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so... Albert, nope, you want to charge. Okay. And then you're going to hit him. Yep.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. One fewer target.
Perfect. And you will brace for impact. Or endure. Endure.
Victory is imminent.
There we go. And brace for impact.
I will do my duty.
And charge him. Oh, I was too close to him. You will end your turn. Because I don't want to get you into there. I could bring it down with 2 AP and no movement points.
On it.
Give it to Adira. Okay, go ahead and launch there or there. There we go, that's probably better. You're gonna get another turn in anyway. There we go. Okay, perfect. End turn. Alright. Go ahead and you serve me, Albard.
I'll see to it personally.
And voice command.
I'll make it happen.
Okay. And now end turn. You'll encounter enemies. Yep. Okay. Argenta. That one is soldier gains +5 MP, next attack cost, and does not count until the end of the turn. Soldier becomes winded. Soldier immediately removes the winded effect until the end of the combat. Soldier gains the following bonuses. Okay. Okay.
I'll do it.
All right. Yep. Go ahead and unload.
Strike is a prayer.
Okay. Gain momentum equal to 10.
As the
Go ahead and
Emperor
unload again.
commands, I act.
All right. And
This is unacceptable.
okay. And turn. All right. Go ahead and psychic nuke him. Yup.
But of course.
All right. And then
On it.
expose weakness. No. Analyze enemy. Oh, yeah. There we go. Analyze him.
Anything else?
Just in case he survives. Oh, hey, what's up, Cam? No, I haven't been sleeping good, Cam. So I've been staying up. Well, actually, this is the first night I'm going to try it. Yeah, I have not been sleeping very good at all. If I charge, how much damage should we do here? Only 3. If I charge here, kill that. There we go. And then just go ahead and chop him.
I took care of this one.
Got it. Alright. And turn. Alright. Let's see here. If we give...
It's as good as done.
Alright. Momentum.
Doubt is for the weak.
Yeah, revel and slaughter. There we go. Actually, I should have given it to Adira. There we go.
Not me.
Get fucked for 2 damage. Okay. Go ahead and shoot him. Can't I shoot him? There we go.
As the Emperor commands, I act. You, my Emperor!
And then go ahead and go again. Missed. Boo hiss. Alright, and then you go ahead and psychic scream his actually. Expose weakness. There we go. And then a psychic shriek, see if it kills him. Nope, not yet. Okay.
Indeed.
There we go. Get him, Albard. Yeah. All right, what do we got here? Grace of the Oblivious. The wearer gains 35 plus 5 toughness. Their intelligence is less than 35. Okay. And then nothing here worth shit. Yeah. Is that better than my sword? No, I have a sword. Collect all. All right, so let's look at I. Whoop. Okay, his intellect. Oh no, that's me. Okay, so let's see. What do we got here? We got Finest Hour, officer grants an ally an extra turn with full attack points and magic points. During the turn, there is no attack limit. Okay? And then choose talent. All right. So let's see here. Let's see what the recommendeds are. Blood of Martyrs. What is this? Whenever an ally uses a heroic act, that ally gets temporary wounds equal to their maximum wounds. Commanding Voice. The range of the officer's ability is increased by 3. The range of voice command is increased by 6. Focus. Whenever the officer uses the ability on an ally, they get a bonus to their perception and ballistic skill equal to... Or that ally gains a bonus to their perception and ballistic skill equal to 2 times the officer's resolve. The bonus is stacked, but half stacks are rounded up. Inspired Courage. Whenever the officer targets an ally first time in a round, that ally gains 3 temp wounds. That's not bad. Whenever an officer targets an ally with an action, an ability to attack, that ally's resolve is increased by 1 until the end of the officer's next turn. The effect stacks and is prolonged till the end of the officer's next turn each time it stacks. Steel Resolve. Officer's resolve is increased by 3. What do we got here? Archetype talents. Okay, so here's my archetype. Armor of Contempt. Whenever an ally is affected by an officer's ally's armor is increased by 10. Be Vigilant. Allies under an officer's effect of an officer's abilities gain a bonus to their weapon skill. 3 and deal 5 more damage. That's pretty good. Whenever the officer uses voice command to bring it down for first time in combat, this ability costs heroism. Lasting Impression, March. Seize the initiative. The officer and their allies with the voice of command effect deal an additional 10 fellowship percent. 10 plus full. Oh, that's pretty good. Who has not acted yet. Watch yourself. What is this? This is Origin Talents. Better to die for the Emperor while under 40% wounds. Doing my part. No heresy. Ready to serve. Stronger together. You do something. If a noble uses an ability on their servant, the servant gains +1 AP next turn. Does not stack with itself. You go on. Noble service gains 2+ movement points every turn. You kill it. You protect me. You're next. 2 movement points every turn is pretty good. What do we got here? Universal features. Offensive. Blood of Martyrs. Yeah, no. Officer ability is increased by 3. I think probably... Yeah, I think probably Commanding Voice. Complete. All right, let's look at Albrad. All right. Daring Breach. A warrior immediately destroys all action points and movement and gains plus agility bonus movement points till the end of the turn. They do not lose movement points after performing attacks. The warrior has no limit on melee weapon attacks this turn. Yeah, that turns them into a beast. All right, choose talent. Epicenter of Slaughter. Whenever the warrior is attacked, they gain +1 stack of Epicenter of Slaughter until the end of the combat. At the start of their turn, the warrior gains +1 temporary wounds for each stack. Yeah, not good. Not armed with a melee weapon. Let's go to Archetype Talents. Thick Skin. Warrior gains +1 damage deflection. Their parry chance is increased by 25% of the warrior's total armor. That's really good. Cautious Disengage. Attacks of opportunity. Clenched Teeth. Damage reflection. Area attacks deal an additional 1+ for each enemy in the area of effect. That's not bad. Defensive maneuvers. Warrior takes damage again. Yeah. Crowd Kill. Defensive stance. If the warrior is not attacked this turn, they gain 10 plus ×2% percentage armor. Charge and slash do not affect this bonus. Okay, disarm, hardened scars, impetuous. Yeah. Damage dealt by charges increased when the ability is used from a distance of 5 more cells. Interception. Or repairs attacks or next warrior ability costs 1 less. Living shield. Ramming speed. Increases charges by 3 cells. That one's pretty important. Yeah, let's do ramming speed. Alright. Operative. Yeah, we're not looking at any of your operative stuff. Warp features. Okay. Edge of Fate. At the beginning of every combat, the Psyker's allies gain 15% critical hit chance. The first critical hit removes this effect. That's pretty good. Fatebringer. Allies under the effect of at least 1 psychic power. Flawless Plan. Predicted downfall. Natural luck. Aftershock. Every time the striker deals mental damage from any source other than Aftershock, the target suffers half as much mental damage at the end of their next turn. That's pretty good. Mental Breach, Mind Chief, Pain Channeling. Whenever the psychic kills an enemy with psychic power, dealing more damage than the target's wounds, the excess damage will be dealt to the next closest target. Probably Pain Channeling. Because she does. Psycho Extremis. Character level 39. Okay. Psycho Majoris, Psycho Minoris. Or Sanctioned Psycho, character level 4. Psi rating. Each level is Psi. Okay. Thriving in Peril. Every Peril is the Warp. Subtle Manipulation. Psycho can cause damaging psychic power without being threatened. While being threatened. In melee range. Stabilizing Factor. Second sight. Psychic powers that have a range of 2 cells or more have their range increased by +4. Probably get that. Psychic Barrage. Power Conduit after triggering Psychic Phenomenon or Peril to the Warp first time. The Psychic's next psychic power costs 1 less action point. Obscure Threat. Force Reality. Advice and Guidance. Warp Mind. Visions of Doom. No, we're getting Pain Channeling. Whenever a psychic kills an enemy with a psychic power dealing more damage than the target's wounds, the excess damage will be dealt to the next closest target. Yeah. We're getting Pain Channeling. Soldier. Firearm Mastery. Soldier gains the ability to make a number of extra attacks equal to their weapon's rate of fire. Using that weapon's attack that normally costs the least AP. These attacks do not spend AP until the end of the soldier's next turn. Their first attack against each new enemy automatically scores a critical hit. The soldier immediately reloads their current weapon. Okay. So, definitely. And Camaraderie. Cover Efficiency. Fired Up. Whenever the soldier deals damage, critical damage. Rack and Ruin. After the soldier deals damage to 3 different enemies, the soldier gains +10, +2 times ballistic skill. Bonus more damage for the next attack in the current combat. Rapid reload. Unpredictable. Let's check the archetype talents. Alacrity. Each shot +1 agility. No. Demolition Engineer. No. Hold on. Soldier Demolition, instead of intelligence, you determine additional damage dealt with ranged area attacks. No. Foreign Fortress, Integrity, Muzzle Velocity. Okay, what's that? The first hit of each burst attack deals additional damage equal to the weapon's current rate of fire. Maybe. Point Blank, Second Skin, Swift Slaughter. Revelant Slaughter can be used after 2 kills instead of 3. Tenderize. Enemies damaged by the soldier's area attacks after 1 plus ballistic skill bonus. Divided by 2 damage from the next attack that hits them. Trace the trajectory. Enough bullets for everyone. I think probably... Rack and run, rapid reload. I don't care about reloading. Camaraderie. 5+ ballistic deal more damage to enemies. I mean, that would mean I'd have to stand by her. Origin talents? Oh yeah, I don't care about origin talents. Oh, hold on. Cleansing Faith, melee flame and melt attacks. No. Litany of Hatred, the devotee and their allies in the area of effect of the Warhammer Furious Recital. Litany of Purification. Yeah, no. Okay. Let's go. Archetype talents. Muzzle velocity. Let's go with that. All right. And let's see here. And it seems like this is a good place to stop for the night. It is 2 in the morning, so this seems like a good place to stop for the night. We just got done with that part, so I will see y'all probably tomorrow night. I'm just going to keep playing this at night when there's nothing to do. So enjoy, everybody. I will see you later. Save game. Zip. And exit desktop. Oh, well, we'll stop this first. Have a good